Alright guys, so let's jump right into this video. We're going to take this BH Cosmetics pomade in the shade Ebony. So I'm just going to be using my Anastasia A12 brush, and I think this is 14 brush, sorry. But anyway, now I'm just going to line my lower brow. This is what I always do just to sketch out the shape that I do desire. And you guys, first off, right off the bat, when I was testing this on my eyebrow, I actually really liked the color, so that is a plus. The other thing that I really liked was that it wasn't so creamy. So the reason why I liked that was because it ensured myself that it was going to stay on. So because sometimes when it's really creamy, guys, like with the Anastasia one, I actually love that one. I do love that one, but it's a little too creamy and it doesn't set all the way, at least. But with this one, I actually felt that I did have to work harder to blend, which I don't mind because the product itself, you guys, this lasted so long and it stayed. Anytime I use the Anastasia one, I noticed that it doesn't set as great as I want it to. It sets, but not all the way how this one did. So, and what I mean by that is this one really stayed. Like, I even put my finger through it. Sometimes I accidentally, forget that I have makeup on and I rub my eyebrow because it itches sometimes. And with the Anastasia one, it was smear. This one did not budge at all. The downfall with this one is that it is hard to blend. So that's the only thing, is if you're a really good blender and you don't mind sitting there waiting, you guys, this pomade is amazing. I do love it just because of that. Now I'm going to be taking this Total Coverage Concealer from BH Cosmetics, and you guys, I loved this concealer. This was a hit for the eyebrows. The under eyes we'll talk about later. But anyway, so I'm just going to be sketching out my lower brow just so that way I can highlight and just sketch out and look snatched. That's what we want. And this shade is like a medium shade. I will have the shade listed down below, guys, so don't worry. And I'm just gonna be blending it with my finger a little bit. You guys, I loved the shade so much, so much. And this concealer claims to be a full coverage, which my first impressions under my brows, it was a go. Anyway, so now I'm gonna be taking that same concealer, and I love that little plastic applicator. It's just, I love it. I'm just gonna be using this as an eyeshadow base and just blending it in with my finger, and we're just gonna be going in and setting it a little bit later. And the reason why I love to use a concealer or an eyeshadow primer is just because it cancels out all of the pigmentation on my eyelid, which is because I don't like the color of my eyelid when I'm going to go in with some eyeshadows. And the next bad boy that we're going to be going in is with this eyeshadow. This is the Ultimate by Ashley Tisdale. This is in collaboration with Ashley Tisdale. Sorry guys, I can't talk. But anyway guys, so I'm going to be taking that that cream color with that pinky color on a BH Cosmetics flat brush. They also sent me this two sets of brushes, so I'm going to be going in with the first set in this video, and I'm just going to be setting it and using those two shades, taking a bigger brush that's also from BH, and I'm just going to be using that to pat in that eyeshadow, and just so that way our eyeshadow base doesn't move and it will blend all of these colors seamlessly. Now I'm going to be taking this color, it's a bronzer, and it's all the way to the left corner, and I'm just going to be using this as a transition shade. Now guys, as you guys can see, I picked up a good amount on that brush, and to be honest, it wasn't that pigmented. So you'll see me dip and dabble into other shades because, as you guys can see, I'm just swiping and swiping and trying to blend, and there's not that much pigment. So I'm going to be taking that second darkest brown shade and going to be putting that in the same crease and just trying to make something with it. Now, the mattes do, like, at least the brown shades do lack pigmentation. I will say that. But it is a really good natural palette if you guys want this palette. And you guys, so now I'm going with the deepest, darkest shade and just going to be putting that into the crease just to add some definition. But as you guys can see, that color gets a little lost too, right? I'm not tripping, right? I'm just trying to blend, 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 and something's not going right. So, I mean, if you guys are a natural kind of person, that's what you guys want. You know, this palette will be good because it's not that pigmented, I guess. It'll give that natural vibe. But anyway, I'm going to be taking that champagne highlight shade with a little bit of the BH Fix Plus, I guess you guys can say, setting spray. And I'm going to be putting that on the brow bone just to highlight. And you guys, this highlight shade is popping. It is pop in. It's amazing. I will say that right off the bat when I hit it on that brow bone, this shimmer shade is not lacking at all. So now I'm going to be taking that gold and that nice pinky kind of shade, mixing them two together, and then we're going to be going on the eyelid. And I guess I'm just going to go for something glowy and bronzy. I'm just trying to create something so that way I can let you guys know if this palette is worth it. Is it worth it, guys? So just going to keep packing and packing those shades on. I will say the shimmer shades do not lack at all. They're super pigmented. It is the matte shades that I was having a problem with. As you guys can see right here, it's a little of a struggle to blend that outer corner of the eyelid. But I'm going to do it. So now I'm going to be taking that same highlight shade from that brow bone, and I'm going to be popping it into the inner corner because we want some life in the inner corner. We want to, you know, look popping. So now I just popped on some lashes, and you guys, this palette is not as bad as I thought, but we'll go at the end and I'll talk about it later. Anyway, now this is from BH. This is a primer stick. So it's supposed to blur even skin tone and mattify the skin. And this one is in primer and perfect medium. So they do come in shades. So even though it's a little bit lighter than my skin tone, it's fine. It's what is close to my skin. And it says just to pat and rub it into the skin. So that's exactly what I'm doing. And you guys, I just love how it looked. Now taking the BH Cosmetics setting spray. And you guys, this primer and this spray is bomb.com. I will tell you, it has glycerin in it, and I could feel the tackiness before I go in with this foundation. Now, you guys, this E.L.F. foundation, this is the first time I'm trying it out, and this is the Flawless Finish Foundation SPF 15 sunscreen, and I'm in the shade Caramel. So I'm going to be going in and dabbing a little bit of that foundation with the BH sponge. And I'm just going to be bouncing and bouncing and blending. Do not swipe. I want to keep the coverage there. And you guys, the sponge. That sponge though. That sponge is absorbing all of my foundation. It is. It's literally absorbing all of it. So I'm so sorry, guys. But I just wanted to get a close-up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And it's just absorbing all of my foundation. That's all it's doing. No thank you. Let's move on. Now I'm taking my beauty blender and just trying to fix what that did. And you guys, this foundation, I cannot believe this, but I've had this for maybe about like 6 months and I've never tried it because it was too dark. So, and now that I'm darker, I've tried it, and you guys, it's my perfect match. And it is amazing. And you guys, this foundation is only like, I think $4 at the store. So go and grab it, guys. I'm telling you, it is like a semi-matte, it's just so flawless. It's a semi-matte finish, and that's what I love so much about it because it doesn't dry me up and it's not oily. I couldn't believe it. I swear I was so shook by this foundation that you guys, I'm standing by this foundation and telling you guys, go pick it up. I promise you guys, it is an amazing foundation. I will say, if you guys do have acne prone skin, I wouldn't recommend it for you because it is a little bit it's not oily, but it's semi matte, so it's gonna make you look a little more dewy. And this is not full coverage. I would say this is like a medium coverage, but because my skin I don't have that many pimples or blemishes, so it looks super flawless on my skin. But anyway, guys, so I'm gonna go underneath the eyes with that same concealer that we've been using, which is from BH. And you guys, I'm just gonna be highlighting all of the key points that I always highlight. And I cannot tell you guys so much that I love this concealer. I am a ride or die for this concealer already. It was so amazing, so creamy, so buttery, so amazing, guys, that it just blended like a dream. But I will tell you guys that this BH stick, this perfecting primer stick, is amazing, and you guys will be seeing this in my videos from now on. I will test out this one with my Benefit Professional and let you guys know which is more amazing. You guys, I could not believe how this, primer stick worked. So now I'm just gonna be blending out, and you guys, this concealer, like I said, just blends out so amazing. Like, I could not believe it. I just couldn't believe it, how amazing the color was and how just beautiful it was. But anyway, guys, so moving on, back to the eyes. Now, now that I'm looking at the footage back, the eyeshadow palette is not as bad as I thought. I was just expecting it to be more pigmented, the matte shades. But I think this palette is so worth it for the highlight shades and the shimmer shades. And as you guys can see, I got the job done with the matte shadows. You just got to work a little bit harder. I guess you just get what you pay for. And BH is so affordable, and it's just so amazing. Like, now that looking back onto it, I'm just looking back at my eyes and just saying, wow, it looks beautiful. It's worth it. It's worth the money. That's what I will say about that. I did not have any new setting powder, so I'm just setting with the same powder that I've been always using. And you guys, can you guys see how amazing my skin looks, guys? Like, it looks so fucking flawless, guys. I can't believe it. Like, my face looks beat and snatched and clear and smooth and so beautiful, guys. I just love that foundation. I'm going to be using it from now on. Just going to be intensifying the inner corners a little bit with that highlight shade and doing everything that we did into the crease. We're going to take those eyeshadows and put them down on the lower lash line. Just mimic the same things that we did. You guys, these eyeshadows are not as bad as I thought. It's just I'm so used to more pigmentation. So I did have to work a little harder. So you guys can get this full glam with that palette. I do think it is worth it. I love this palette just because of the, the shimmery shadows, and it just looked so amazing. So anyway, guys, this is the finishing powder in golden. This one is from Black Radiance. So you guys can find this at Walmart, guys. Sorry, it took me a moment to realize. And anyway, guys, so I did pick up a darker shade. I didn't use it in this video because I just purchased it today, and I filmed this video yesterday. But anyway, guys, I just love this powder. I've been raving about this powder for so long now, and I think this is very, very inexpensive and beautiful for the price. And even if it's not for the price, it's just beautiful in general. Like, I love this bronzer compared to a lot of high-end bronzers. So I'm just going to be taking a little bit of loose powder and just cleaning up that contour just so we can look a little snatched. Now, taking this highlight shade, I haven't tested it on my cheekbones, but guess what, guys? Guess motherfucking what? I loved this highlight shade. Look at how fucking beaming that shit is. Like, can we talk? Can we talk? Bitch, you better see me from outer space. You better put on those sunglasses because, bitch, I'm blinding. I am blinding. And this is why I say this palette is worth your money. Look at that fucking highlight, guys. It is so beautiful. Now let's just wipe off that bakage. And you guys, I cannot believe it, but I love this palette. I love how the look is going, and I really wasn't thinking, all of this was gonna look so amazing, but it does. And you guys, all of these products practically were a hit for me. I can't believe it. But anyway, just setting a little bit. And the last but not least, we're gonna be going in with P Cosmetics. No. This is the lip liner from Tavi Cosmetics. I will have that lip liner listed down below. I love this lip liner. It's so affordable. But and I'll leave down listed the color, what it is. But next, we're gonna be taking this liquid lip from P Cosmetics. They sent over this, it's like a duo. It has a liquid lipstick on one side and a gloss on the other. And I do have a 10% off coupon code. I love this color, and this is called Cherry Twist. And you guys, everything that I've been using in this video will be listed down below, as well as my BH Cosmetics coupon code if you guys want to save some money. But thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. Everything in this video was a hit for me. I just really want to say thank you so much for the support, and I love you guys so much. Subscribe to my channel, please, and join my family. And subscribe to my vlog channel, will be listed down in the description box below. Alright guys, so love you guys so much. Thank you for your support again. And subscribe to that damn button if you ain't subscribed, bitch.